Or we'll just go straight into it. That works too. I am recording now, so nobody say the N-word.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this friendly match between Shenix and Fate. We've got Wolf, we've got Lucina, and it's going to be on Spear Pillar here. FD variant, so very strong option here for this Wolf. Wants to get some of those flatter opportunities available to them. There's a good grab from Fate. 50% already onto this Lucina at disadvantageous position. Off stage SD is going to be an early one-stock lead for Fate. Still at 10%, but there's a Dancing Blade. Will at least get something here, but this Wolf is going absolutely ballistic. 17% still on the Wolf. There's a double up air combo. Good answer back from Shenix's Lucina. Now has the Wolf airborne and will have the opportunity for a juggle, but that'll be dropped here as they reset into neutral. These F-tilts, these forward spacing options are going to be the main message of this matchup, as it's going to be Wolf off stage. Manages to recover that spacey up B, a little sketchy against some of these sword characters that can just poke you off the edge, but there's a big ol' poke from Shenix. Will send this Wolf flying into that side blast zone. Does have a little bit of damage to make up for here, 85%, call it 97 after that grab. We'll have to find a little bit of something. Gonna have to find some of that special grandma's ganja brownie power in order to get back into this one. 112 on this Lucina. Manages to get a decent hit onto this Wolf, but will be parried at the ledge. And by dear lord, that man just jumped into the blast zone head first. You don't send me anywhere. I'm the one who decides my fate, says Shenix as she just disappears forevermore. But now back on stage, 13% on this Lucina. Good juggle combo here from Fate, who has looked as the standout performer in this one, despite the fact that Lucina, with this spacing option from the sword, should be able to have a decent time in neutral, but it's really these offstage interactions and these SDs that are going to be the story of this one, as Fate will take the game over Shenix. That is now a 2-0 lead for Fate in this matchup. Will Shenix be able to answer back?
Nice. That was good.
Clean, bro.
Good stuff.
She's getting there. She needs some shit.
Are we working on the Lucina? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah. She's like my 4th or 5th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the spacing was nice there.
Let me see the main. Let me see what's going on here.
Yeah, let's see. Are you sticking with Wolf?
Pull out the main.
I just joined.
Yeah, pull up the mains. Let's see. Oh, we got the Puff. Oh my god, he's got the whole ass gamer word as his fucking name. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Well, this isn't going on YouTube, I guess.
I am a Steven Benjamin, by the way.
He's Steven Benjamin.
Steve.
Yeah.
And speaking of Steve, we've got a Jigglypuff as well. A very interesting matchup, not one that you might see often. Steve creeping his way into the meta, mining his way perhaps out of nowhere, but Jigglypuff not much of a major meta contender outside of perhaps the errant Hungry Box game, and these fighters definitely taking their time and acquainting themselves with one another. You know, Steve's got to eat that meat, Jigglypuff got to jiggle, got to bounce.
You good, Fate? Oh.
Yeah,
a
so
commentator or something?
I'm replying to a message from the moms.
Oh, take your time.
Oh, he gone.
All right, let's get.
Let's get it indeed. Dash Dance will take us back into this one. Steve already 46% as Shenix a little bit of cheese when he wasn't playing, but we don't need to talk about that. We just need to talk about these fantastic pound conversions that we're seeing so far. Steve just hasn't been able to get that much space between the two of them, but one good up air combo will at least amount to 35%, and no singing on stage, says this Steve, sends the anvil down and then takes a nap in the bed anyway. That's a fully charged F smash. That kills here, that kills there, that kills anywhere. Steve goes flying into that side blast zone, and now 65% on this Jigglypuff, searching for a little bit of extra credit, but that balloon gets popped immediately by that anvil as now Steve manages to answer back. No resources really available for him, got a decent bit of iron, but will have to find some way to get some distance from this Jigglypuff, who is unrelenting in this pressure, pounding that shield as many times as possible. Will need to use a block of iron to continue that combo, but it's well worth it to get 63% onto onto this Puff. Another pound, there's another up air as well. Steve in a juggle position here in the corner. How will he get back? But of course, that up B directly back into center stage is going to be a good option for him. Backer will create a bit of space, give him a little bit of mining time, and that's a call out and a half from this Steve. That magma block is going to kill very early against Jigglypuff, especially here on PS2. Now 100% on this stage, going to try to find a little bit of extra percent. What a ballsy parry here from Fate. Shinix does not scare him, and he makes it known as he gets that grab off. 73% on this Jigglypuff. That is kill percent for some of these more powerful options from Steve. There's another grab. There's another F throw just to get a little bit more space. No resources available for this Steve. Will have to make some space to mine, but taken all the way off stage by this Jigglypuff. F smash once again kills off that left side corner, and Steve with that star KO. No resources to mine for Jigglypuff, but very confident in just making sure this Steve is in a disadvantageous position for the rest of this matchup. There's a bounce off the platform grab, F throw from Shinix, goes for the rest, goes for it all, goes for broke, and gets broken. Magma block, 3-1 comeback from the Steve.
GG's. Jump too high.
I respect it.
Time to send out the banjo. The bear.
The banjo.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
Banjo
I'll
keep me here.
whenever it's my turn, I'll mute myself so Kaizo can.
No, you're good, dude. This isn't like going to a YouTube channel or anything. This is just VODs for my own practice.
Okay.
I just want something to put in front of people when they ask me if I've cast Smash before and what I sound like.
Gotcha. Well, you're doing good, my guy.
You're a good
Respect it.
commentary, yo.
Thank
You're
you.
good on that.
It is exhausting to do solo commentary for such a fast-paced game, but I'm doing what I can. And exhausting it is. We are back in it here. Jigglypuff is out. The Banjo is in. We've got the DLC fighter packs fighting one another here. Banjo with an early lead over this Steve, but immediately answered back. Some of these Steve options are just going crazy. We've seen Cola in the Gimvitational absolutely, or not Cola, who was it? Cola, I think? From Japan, absolutely popping off on this pick. He and Kazuya are really making their way back into the meta, trying to find some kind of foothold in it, and Banjo going to try to keep them out here in this one. Wonder Ring at 120 will send Steve flying, but not quite enough to kill from right to left. There's a good mash from Fate here, manages to get out of that berry. Wonder Wing running out of bananas here for those resources, but plenty of resources on that. Steve draws the L, looking to pick an L here for the Banjo and Kazooie player, camping up on top of that dirt. A very strong down air. That's going to convert directly into that up smash. Fate looking very strong on the Wolf, but looking stronger yet on this Steve, and that is untechable against the side of that block. But once again, right to left will not kill, so Banjo going to have to find something. Giancarlo will manage to get that F smash at the corner, and that will do it in just about any part of the stage. Now both of these fighters at 0 trying to find their way into neutral. Good Wonder Wing directly back into the grenade. There's a combo for you. That's going to be 68%, but Steve says, watch this, I've got your 68% right here, and mashes A while jumping. That's going to be more than enough damage to answer back, as both of these fighters now at 82%. Banjo on the ledge, but Wonder Wing, how do you stop it from coming back? You don't. And Steve will answer back with a minecart of his own to try to make it back into neutral. Both of these fighters now at kill percent for one another. Banjo throws out another Wonder Wing. There's another bounce off of those blocks from Steve. Those have been a godsend so far up until this point. Fate clearly trying to keep himself alive as best he can. There's a grab, there's a back throw. That will give him some time to mine, but Giancarlo immediately jumps back onto the stage. Will not get caught by that up smash. Instead going to have to try to chase down the Steve. Stuck in the minecart, stuck in the bowels of the map. I don't know why I said bowels. I kind of wish I hadn't. That's a disgusting word, but it is disgusting what this Steve has been doing to this arena. And now we have a challenger. We have Giancarlo on this Banjo fighting his way back in. Both of these fighters on their final stock. A little bit of spaghetti all over the floor here for these fighters. Steve comboing across the stage, 68%. There's another forward air. There's another back air. Anvil on the ledge. Does not drop onto that Banjo. Could have been a potentially game-ending interaction there for this Steve, but instead Banjo manages to find his way back into neutral, stops that minecart, gets that bird blaster out, and just starts peppering down this blocky boy. Will not let him mine, absolutely refuses, and Steve said, well, I wasn't really asking, I'm going to be doing it anyway. Now forward air back through those blocks, a good defensive tool, and the offensive tool is going to be that magma cube. That will send Giancarlo off the map as Fate erases another competitor in the arena.
Yo, this commentary is nice. This making this
You
game
got
so
a knack
fun,
for
yo.
this, dude. I
Also,
respect it.
by the way, you can just call me Gian. Gian.
Yo,
Gian,
Shanks, you are so good, yo. This is so
Alright.
fun, yo.
thank you. Oh my god, dude, I need
That was
water.
pretty good.
Dude,
I
Shanks
desperately
and Gian are making this arena like pop right now.
Yeah, Villager did a better job, so we're gonna bring the child back. He took his nap. He had his
How do
apple
I
juice.
pronounce it? Is it Gian?
Yeah, Gian.
Yeah, y'all are sick.
Am I good? Probably not.
Oh no, I'm out of water. Oh, I have some water left. Alright, give me a second, boys. We'll get back in here in a second.
Also, you're a very good Steve. I'm a Steve main, and you're pretty good.
Oh god. Alright. Alright, getting back into things here. We've got Shinix back in the arena, now swapping over to the Villager, whereas Fate will stick with the Steve for the time being. Saw a little bit of an interesting interaction previously there with Shinix pocketing that minecart. I don't know if we ended up seeing a conversion off of that, but that could be particularly scary for a Steve. I don't know if it's harder to mash out of, does more damage, whatever the case may be, but Villager definitely seems to be the good adaptation here from Shinix, who looked a little bit off balance in that previous game, but now definitely a little bit more comfortable with this Villager. But Fate continues to impress on the Steve here, gets an early stock lead, and will set up a little fortress of solitude in the center of the map and give him some time to mine. And you've seen this before, you've seen it 1,000 times. There's Steve jumping his way with those up airs with that back air. That's a clean 64% for mashing A, and that's the privilege of being a DLC character. Bounces off the stage actually with that up B directly into that Lloyd rocket. A little bit unfortunate timing there, but doesn't really matter when you've got the DLC privilege and you're already at 81% on the second stock. Doesn't seem to matter to Fate as he continues to put up this wall, forces Shinix on this Villager to fight his way through, and then just sends him flying for his trouble. What are you going to do when you can't get to him? Well, you gotta fight your way through and then take whatever you can get.
Shit.
Villager desperately tries to recover, but he can flap those arms. He's not making it back to that ledge anytime soon. Lands off the Halo platform into a gold pickaxe combo from Fate here, who's still on his first stock, not even breaking a sweat here. 61% on Shinix, and Fate finally looking like he's bleeding perhaps, but takes the opportunity to mine, has that diamond available to him. Will he go for the craft of that diamond sword? Doesn't look like he's going to get the chance as Villager peppers him with punches. The boxing gloves will brawl their way through this Steve's health bar and force him to think differently about his opportunities available to him. Steve now continuing to camp up on top of that top platform. There's that magma cube that Fate really loves, and there's that diamond who might be a lady's best friend, but it's definitely going to be Steve's best friend in this matchup, and that F-Smash diamond sword will kill center stage on PS2 and any stage. Steve continues to fight his way through the competitors as they make their way to the arena. 3-0 for the King of the Hill.
GG's, yo.
Queen.
Hey, Fate.
Yo,
Do you know how to spawn your crafting table?
yeah, I think, I'm pretty sure.
Why don't you just use it? It's shield B.
Yeah.
You should have just done that for your diamond, but oh well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Yo.
And Gian back into the arena here with that banjo, coming for vengeance. Wiped out the first time as Fate looks to be untouchable in this arena, but Gian going to try to make his mark on it nonetheless. Gets a decent back air there. There's a good ledge guard for 56% onto the Steve. We'll have to burn the Wonder Wing to get back to stage, but certainly a good start here for Gian. Wonder Wing back into neutral. There's that bomb that we are going to have to watch in this matchup as Steve continues to put up some different blocks, but it doesn't matter when Gian can just Wonder Wing his way through. That goes through blocks, it goes through hit stun, it goes through your door, and it comes to find you when you're sleeping. But it doesn't seem to matter here as Fate just throws him away and continues to mine. Very strong resource management here from Fate, who will get another Magma Cube. Not quite enough to kill yet, but will finally drain those Wonder Wings, at least for this first stock off of Gian. Now, kill percent on this banjo. Off stage here, going to have to try to find his way back on, and does so very aggressively. Recovers high with that F-air over the top of the TNT. Doesn't give Fate the time to set up that edge guard, but that up throw will kill on what I assume to be a very low ceiling, actually, on this map, if that's already killing. Gian now back to 0, but still going to have to try to find a way to dethrone Fate here, who still clinging onto this stock at 121%. There's going to be what appeared to be a back air, I assume, and that will take him off the right side of the map. Steve crafts that stone sword, but not really the option that you're looking for here. Not the strongest tool in his arsenal, but when he's low on resources like this, with the pressure that Gian's been putting on him, with these Wonder Wings, with these well-spaced forward airs, doesn't have the opportunity to mine, but doesn't seem to need it, as very aggressively Fate goes for it, and an unfortunate SD here from Gian, who will not be able to convert anything off of that stock, really, and now will have to fight his way back out of disadvantage. It's going to be Steve once again comboing his way up that ladder, taking Gian and Banjo with him. 61% goes for a greedy dash attack, but that Wonder Wing will absolutely punish you every single time, as now Fate off stage tries to fight his way back in. Neutral from Gian in the corner, doesn't matter. Wonder Wing is the star of the show here, as 73% Gian manages to get that kill. Got a little bit of work to catch up on here, but with how early Gian has been getting these kills, it's just going to take one strong string from him in order to make his way back into this matchup. Wonder Wing will take him back onto the stage, but running very low on those feathered bananas that keep him in this matchup, keep him relevant, and Fate backs up back air, will say no more Banjo and Kazooie. Trade me back out. I want Shinix once more.
Banjo Steve? That matchup is nice. Very even.
Man, what the hell? I guess Steed in the second stock. Oh,
You
well.
did. That was sad.
It's okay.
Sometimes
no
Steve
fair.
happens. Steve do Steve things.
I'm on
GG's, GG's.
Panko, cigarettes, weed, Hennessy, vodka. I'm on everything. I'm on everything.
Villager. Okay, hands are gonna sweat. Hands are gonna sweat today.
Sweaty palms indeed here as we go back into this matchup. Shinix comes back with the Villager, with the Vengeance. Still has not been able to fell the King of the Arena. Fate managing to take down both of these combatants one after the other, but a very strong initial performance here from Shinix will put Fate in a ledge guard position, and I can't see what he's doing down there, but it doesn't look good as Fate, unfortunate SD, but immediately answered back by the homie stock from Shinix. You love to see these competitors making sure that they keep the game fun, even when tensions get high, even when everything is on the line, as it is here. Grand finals of EVO, of course, is what this broadcast is going to be, to just stoke my ego and stake my sanity. And now Shinix, 45%, 54 instead, trying to fight his way back against the King of the Arena here. Fate on the Steve, gets that high minecart, but won't be able to convert with that Magma Cube. We've seen a couple of early kills so far with that. That seems to be the go-to kill option here from Fate, but very cautious of it is Shinix, and he gets a couple of slingshots to send Fate off to the right side of the stage. Spacing very well with those Lloyd rockets, but every time he backs up, that just gives Fate an additional opportunity to mine up some more of those resources. currently sitting at almost entirely wood, so not really what you're looking for, but that's not going to be the case the whole time. All he has to do is find some of these resources that he's looking for, and he's going to have every opportunity available to him to get those strong tools online and go for these early kills. But speaking of early kills, there's a berry and an F smash from Shinix on the villager, who does not jump into that magma cube. That would have spelled his doom, but a minecart will do just the same, sending him up into the top right corner. Star KO gives Steve a little bit more time to mine, but not much here. Has that goal available to him, but going to try to see if he can find a diamond or something here. Final stock for both of these combatants, 57% already on this Steve. Going to have to play very careful, especially with these slingshots off the side of the ledge. Very excellent spacing from Shinix here, but will manage to get a very strong ladder combo out of this Steve, and that is immediately 79%, and now it's suddenly Fate back in the lead here, as both of these fighters trying to find their way in against one another, both putting out their array of projectiles and spacing their options. Great SD from Shinix will prevent him from dying, but you aren't SDing that anvil, not from that position. Not at that percent. And once again, Fate fells Shinix and maintains his spot as the king of the hill.
Oh, GG.
Dude, Looney Tunes character.
Mickey Mouse character, man.
Holy crap.
All right,
Oh God! Wow.
time to put the Steve away.
Yay! I can play Steve now. Let's go.
Steve.
Oh shit, I have scrims that I need to go to. Thanks for letting me cast, boys. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I hope it works out for you, man. You're doing great.
Yeah. See you later.
Yep, appreciate it.